1974's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of the most iconic films in horror. Heck, it's a pretty iconic movie in general. Now, let's talk about it.
What, you want to see my new chainsaw and hockey mask?
The movie opens up on a narration and news report, which leads Sally, her wheelchair-bound brother Franklin, and their friends to a cemetery in Texas, checking in on her grandfather's grave due to the recent robbings and morbid art displays. After this, the group run into a mentally unstable hitchhiker, who briefly travels with them before they shoot the nap-haired idiot away, then stop for gas. Joke's on them though, this place is all out. Deciding to ditch this barbecue stand, the group head out to the old Franklin place. Once there, the group doesn't waste any time splitting up, with Pam and Kirk leaving to take a dip in the nearby lake, which never gets seen. Leaving the abandoned home, Pam and Kirk stumble across the Sawyer house, where one Ed Gein cosplayer makes quick work of them. This leads to their friend Jerry to go looking for them, ultimately causing his death, and then eventually the brother and sister duo head off into the woods. Not long into their search, Franklin is swiftly cut in half. I mean, hey, not like he was using those legs anyway, and then Sally uses hers to haul ass. A really long chase scene ensues, where we watch her run to and through the Sawyer house, back through the woods, and eventually back to the gas station. Unfortunately for her though, Drayton the barbecue and gas station employee is also a mentally unstable psychopath as well. Once kidnapped, Sally's taken back to the house, where she's tormented and traumatized for a while before eventually managing to break free, book it out of the house, and hitch a ride in the back of a passing truck. This movie is really simple. Group of friends go to place, group of friends start being killed at place, final girl makes it out alive. But man, it is fun. I have no complaints. I mean, I guess there were times where things could have been sped up a bit, like you really want them to pick up the pace in certain scenes. But to be fair, if this is your first time watching, those scenes will likely be pretty creepy intense, having you at the edge of your seat, so I can't really fault it for that. Rewatches are never going to be the same as your first watch. In the end, I would rate 1974's Texas Chainsaw an 8.5 out of 10. It has some awesome villains, pretty enjoyable cannon fodder, a great setting, some of the most iconic scenes in horror. It's just a must-watch. If you've seen this movie, be sure to let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Have a nice day.
Looking for more horror fun?
You're goddamn right.
Then check out the VHS comic book series, a parody of the horror genre that follows the lives of 3 teens as they fight to survive a horror movie, where every day is loaded with blood, boobs, and buds. The first 2 issues can be found in the description below.
I was obsessed with the VHS.